Stop identifying as something you don't want. Stop identifying as broke. Stop identifying yourself as somebody with anxiety. Stop identifying yourself as somebody who just is forgetful. Because you know one thing, your brain, oh, babes, a lot of people need to do a lot of research on the freaking brain. Your brain cannot perceive all of reality. That's just how we are as human beings. We are 3D creatures, so we only perceive reality at the 3D level. So the more you reinstate a certain identity, the more your brain works overtime to prove you right. So even people who, that's why there is no such thing as an objective truth, because anything that you accept as true becomes true in your reality. So if you believe you are lucky, your brain will go and work overtime and prove to you how lucky you are. If you believe you are unlucky, your brain will work overtime as well to prove to you how unlucky you are. So it's just like the For You page, like what I was telling you before. Your brain works like a For You page. So the things that you interact with, the things that you heart, the things that you share with your friends, the things that you save, the things that you are interested in general is what your brain works overtime to show to you again. So every time you say, I'm an anxious person, oh my God, I've always had anxiety, your brain is gonna work overtime to look through your environment, because we cannot perceive all of reality that's going on around us. Your brain is gonna work overtime to look at all of reality and show to you anxiety, 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 anxiety. If you are a businessman and you keep on saying, oh my God, my business is going under, your brain is gonna work overtime to prove to you that your business is going under. And do you know how it's gonna do this? Most likely, if it can't find any evidence outside that your business is going under, it's going to try to self-sabotage you so that it can reinstate the idea that your business is going under. So if, for example, you believe you easily manifest, like me, I believe I easily manifest. So my brain works overtime to show me that. And whenever there is anything outside of me that proves that I'm not manifesting, my brain will subconsciously take control of me to create a situation with the universe of manifestation. It's very, we have so much power over our lives in a way that is very incomprehensible, I would say. That's why people say you can be anything you want, because all you have to do is make a decision. All you have to do is make a decision. Ask for help from the universe. Just like I said in my last video, you are capable of so much more than you actually can comprehend. I was talking to my friend the other day, but this was like a while ago. She was about to start a new business, and she has never really delved into this client base before. And I told her, don't be nervous. Yeah, you can be nervous, and I understand that, but don't be nervous. The only thing that you need to do is convince your brain, baby. Once your brain is on your side, then that's it. The only thing that you need as an ally, in actually speaking, the only thing that you need as an ally on earth is your brain. Because once your brain is on your side, once your brain is working according to your code, you've already cracked the universe's secret. Because once your brain is working overtime to prove something to you, things just start effortlessly happening in your life. And your brain has collected so much information subconsciously. We only are in control, I think, of about 5 to 7% of what we do daily. Your brain has collected so much information since you are a kid, and every time as you move through this life, if you program your brain, if you make your brain on your side, it's going to work with all of this information, plus even higher information that it knows, because our brain has got some connectivity to the freaking universe. It's going to work with so much energy, so much power, baby, to bring what you want to life. Your greatest asset and your worst enemy is up here. Change your mind, change your life. That's why as within, so without. Because I saw a video yesterday of a guy on YouTube with his girlfriend. They were explaining the reason why it's called the universe. They said the universe is you in verse. And in a way, I don't know if that's really factually true, but in a way, it kind of makes sense because your universe is subjective. Me and you don't live in the same universe. Me and somebody else on the street right now don't live in the same reality. So, me in verse is my universe. Everything around me is what's already in me. I've already said this a lot of times. Like before I got this apartment, I could already feel myself in an apartment. I already saw myself doing all the things that I would do in an apartment, recording videos for YouTube on this freaking tripod that I bought from the country I was living in Russia. So your universe is you in verse. If the universe was objective, we would all be living in the same reality, but we don't. And that's one thing I think a lot of us don't want to accept, is that we don't all live in the same reality. So everything that you experience is vibrating with you on a certain frequency. Once you can see it in you, you can bring it out. Stop identifying. I see a lot of my friends or a lot of people that I'll just meet, they would identify with a certain personality trait that they don't like. They'll be like, oh, I'm an anxious person. That's a big statement, babes. That's a big statement that could actually follow you for the rest of your life. Identifying as an anxious person. I used to identify as anxious as well until I stopped. All I had to do was make the decision to stop. And once I stopped, naturally books about getting over anxiety started finding themselves towards me. I started having less anxious thoughts. I started gravitating towards content that makes me less anxious, because I stopped identifying as an anxious person. Ever since I stopped identifying as somebody that's unlucky, I started attracting lucky situations into my life. All goes back to the For You page theory that I kept on telling you about. When you're on YouTube for the first time, when you create an account on YouTube and you click on certain videos, the next time you open your YouTube account or the next time you open your YouTube page or app, it's going to show you related content. Your brain works the same way. So throughout your life, you've interacted with certain things, you've shown certain interest in certain things, and your brain keeps on showing up in those certain areas because it knows this is what you like. Your brain is here to serve you. But if you do not give it the right instructions, it will serve you in a way that you don't like, and hence you thinking your brain is against you. But it's only working according to the code that you have given it. The brain is simply, I would say, a computer. If you've ever done programming, it's just booleans and arrays, attributes, all of this. It only works off functions, learned code. But the good thing about a computer program is it can be completely erased and remade, or it can be used and improved. It's like a shell, it's like Legos. You can take it apart and using the same pieces, build it into something else. Stop identifying as what you don't want. You're wasting a lot of your time. Nobody's coming to save you. No Prince Charming, no princess, no whatever is coming to get you out of the situation that you're in. All you have to do is make a decision to come out of it. I've been in situations that I thought were gonna kill me, literally kill me, but because I just decided this situation won't kill me. This situation is temporal. I'm a lucky person because things always work out for me, and people think that's very egotistic, but I don't care, because at the end of the day, things do work out for me. They have been working out for me because my brain is on my side, baby. I run this shit. You need to run shit in your house. I wouldn't say the brain is your servant, but in a way it kind of is. It's like an assistant. An assistant that remembers more than you. Don't let your assistant run your house. Run your mother freaking house. You know, I grew up with a mom who, I think one of the biggest reason why I'm able to manifest and do almost everything that I like is because of the kind of mom that I grew up with. Like my mom taught me, you can do anything that you put your minds to. She cracked that code a long time ago. She just knows there are certain phrases that she would say. She would say, come rain, come sunshine, I will do this. And sometimes people would think she's delusional, but she would always end up doing it. She would always say, you can laugh all you want, but I'll get the last laugh. She was always about affirmations. And now that I look back, I see where I get my confidence from when it comes to affirmation, because time and time again, she's proven to me that all you have to do is make a decision and your brain will work over time. Your brain subconsciously takes over 90% of what you do. You consciously control about like 5 to 7%, as I say. So if you decide that this is what you want to do, 93 or 95% is already catered for. Imagine not doing over 90% of the work that you're supposed to do, because your brain is already, like, it's already doing that for you without you even consciously moving a muscle. Insane. Completely insane. Identify as what you want. You want to be a musician? Identify as a musician. Talk about how you are a musician. Interact with content about being a musician, and that's it. That's it, baby. You don't have to do much. Like, people be saying you have to do much. Most of the heavy lifting comes off of you once you just decide the path that you want. And I'm not saying it's gonna be easy, because there'll be times where it'll be hard, but 90% of hardship is taken away by your brain, your subconscious. You find yourself naturally gravitating. If you're like a business owner and you decide you are a business owner, your brain is gonna work overtime to prove to you you're a successful business owner. And do you know how it's gonna do that? Yes, you're gonna have tired days, but most of the days you find that you are floating through your work. You're not toiling through your work. You're floating through your work just because you've decided that your business is successful and you have a good time running it. You find yourself floating through it because your brain is doing all the heavy lifting in the background. You're manifesting effortlessly because you're working in tandem with your brain. Stop working against the very mechanism that was sent to earth to work with you. You don't like something in your life, you can easily change that by just making a decision. You are in control more than you realize. And I think that's one thing that we're not really taught growing up. A lot of us have been taught to think the things that control our lives are outside us. But no, baby, it's all in you. It's all in me. It's all in you. As within, so without. And I hope this video helped somebody out there. If somebody, at least even one person, can apply what I just said, you'll be home free, baby. Good luck. And today's Friday, so have a good weekend, everybody. And I'll see you Monday.